The commencement exercises for the class of 2001 open with an academic procession. Candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts enter the south side of the arena to your right. They are led by the outstanding senior man, William Lewis Kendall. Candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, in Electrical Engineering, in Mechanical Engineering, and in Computer Engineering all now process into the center section. They are led by the outstanding senior woman, Vanessa Ann Rudebush. Candidates for the degrees of the Daniels College, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Bachelor of Science in Accounting, and Bachelor of Business Administration march into the north section to your left. That's right. Candidates for the degrees of the Women's College and University College enter the north section to your left. Okay, the center section. Members of the University of Denver class of 1951, now march in. The platform party now enters the arena from the rear by way of the central aisles. Led by the President of the Faculty Senate, bearing the ceremonial mace, it includes distinguished members of the Board of Trustees and Board of Governors, the candidate for the honorary degree, deans of the colleges, schools, and faculties, vice provosts, vice chancellors of the university, the provost, the chair of the Board of Trustees, and the Chancellor of the University of Denver. Members of the university faculty make their way up the south center aisle to complete the academic procession.
Good morning. Welcome to the University of Denver 2001 Commencement Ceremony, commemorating the completion of the university's 137th academic year. I am Joy Burns, Chair of the Board of Trustees. I join with the trustees in congratulating the candidates who will receive their degrees this morning at this ceremony. We're all very proud of you, and your hard work has certainly been well rewarded, I'm sure. I now call this commencement to order and am happy to present to you Professor Susan Sadler, President of the Faculty Senate, who will act as Master of Ceremony. Professor Sadler.
The commencement ceremony of the class of 2001 will open with the national anthem, led by Mr. Charles Vernon Johnson of the Lamont School of Music. After singing the anthem, please remain standing for the invocation. The invocation will be delivered by Bishop Warner H. Brown, Jr. Following the invocation, the Chancellor of the University, Daniel Ritchie, will speak. Please stand for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let us be in prayer. O God of the universe, in whom we live and move and find our being, we ask your blessing upon this university, its teachers, students, administrators, and benefactors. Prosper its life in this community, and grant to its graduates a readiness to serve the communities around them, to discover that which goes beyond themselves, that they may genuinely make a difference in this world. Prosper their life and work, and may we share in the upbuilding of the world, that we might discover peace in a world shared by all people together. Amen.
Please be seated. It's my pleasure to welcome family, friends, faculty, staff, and especially our class of 2001. And also very specially, our class of 1951, who is with us. Would you please stand so everybody can see you? Thank you. This is the beginning of a new era. The first time, probably in 100 years, that the university had a commencement program just for undergraduates. So you're the beginning of a whole new way of doing things. And as I look around the audience, I think if we had 20 more people here today, we'd have a full house. So welcome, everyone. And before I introduce the president of our DU Alumni Association, I would like to ask us all, the class of 2001, to stand and join me in applauding the family, friends, faculty, and all those folks who helped you make this happen. Would you please? And now, Mike West, the president of the DU Alumni Association. Mike?
Chancellor Ritchie, faculty and staff, graduates, parents and guests, and a special welcome again to alumni from the class of 1951 having their 50th reunion. As president of the University of Denver Alumni Association, I am privileged to welcome those of you graduating today into the ranks of over 80,000 living University of Denver alumni. While most of you are leaving behind the physical connection you have to the university, you will still have an opportunity to play an important role contributing to the university for the rest of your lives. One of the most significant and meaningful experiences of my life has been remaining involved with the University of Denver as an active alumnus. I hope that many of you will find the same value in remaining involved. Many great things have been achieved during your time at the university, and its stature and its prestige continue to grow. While much of this may not have been visible to you as a student, you will become far more aware of the importance of the university as a graduate. You can continue to contribute to build on that reputation, which is not dependent or established by any single individual, but is based upon the involvement of thousands of individuals who came before you as faculty, administrators, alumni, and fellow students, with many thousands more yet to come. If each one of us makes even just a small effort to remain involved with the university, we can have a significant impact on its continued growth and development. As the reputation and stature of the university grows, so does the value of the diploma that you will receive today. The University of Denver is a very special place, but no institution can be truly great without having outstanding alumni support. The university needs your continued involvement as alumnus. Among the ways that you can continue to be involved, become a member of the Alumni Association and attend alumni functions. Join one of our alumni clubs located in most major cities. Remember the university with your contributions. And remember that without the support of contributions made by many alumni and friends, many of you could not have attended the University of Denver. Tell others about your positive experience. And please come back and visit the university and take advantage of the Leo Block Alumni Center, which is located across Asbury from the Ritchie Center. This facility is an excellent spot to connect with the university as an alumnus. Finally, please be sure to attend and support athletic events. And how about that second consecutive NCAA national championship by the ski team? I consider it a great privilege to be an alumnus of the University of Denver. I hope those of you graduating will feel the same and remain actively involved and associated with the university. As I said before, the university needs and welcomes your continued involvement. I wish you all luck and prosperity and congratulate you on the significant accomplishment that you achieved today.
At commencement, it is customary for the university to confer honorary degrees upon individuals who have attained eminence through their achievements. Chancellor Daniel Ritchie and Provost William Zaranka will present the honorary degree.
Andrew C. Taylor. A business and community leader, you have devoted your professional career and personal life to developing successful and caring relationships. As a corporate executive, you have emphasized the human side of building a successful business. And through your commitment to giving back to your community and fellow humankind, you have enabled those around you to be creative and caring in their efforts to add value to daily life and to our transportation-dependent global society. Now, therefore, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Denver, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree, Doctor of Humane Letters, and admit you to all of the rights, powers, and privileges pertaining thereto. In token whereof, I present you this diploma and direct that you be vested with the hood appropriate to this degree. Our commencement speaker is a 1970 graduate of the Daniels College of Business, head of the largest rental car company in North America, Enterprise Rent-A-Car Company. He began his automotive career more than 30 years ago washing cars in the company that his father, Jack Taylor, founded in 1957. Starting from the bottom and working his way up, he has served as general manager, president, and chief operating officer of the company. Andy Taylor became chief executive officer in 1991, and under his leadership, Enterprise has increased its fleet size from 5,000 cars to more than 600,000 worldwide, with more than 4,400 offices internationally. Active in his community, he is head of the United Way, the Civic Progress organization in St. Louis, which is the CEOs of the companies, the large companies in St. Louis. He's a trustee of the University of Washington University and St. Louis Symphony, and serves as a life trustee of the Missouri Botanical Garden, which is the oldest botanical garden in the United States. It is my pleasure to present Andy Taylor.
Well, thank you, Chancellor Ritchie, for that introduction, and it's great to be here. Good morning, everybody. And this is a fabulous, fabulous day to celebrate, and I'm just very, very pleased and honored to be a part of it. But before I get too philosophical, I want to congratulate the graduates. Well done. This is a monumental day, as you can already feel, in all of your lives, and I hope that it will be an unforgettable one for the rest of your life. Second, I also want to congratulate all the parents that are here. I know this day brings you pride, joy, and also some relief, as many of you are probably getting a financial break. We look forward to renting you a nicer car. Third, I would like to congratulate Chancellor Ritchie, the DU faculty and staff, Every day you work hard to prepare your students not only to build successful careers, but also successful lives. And it is clear to me that you are doing a fantastic job. Now, graduates, you should have a strong sense of pride graduating from DU, because it does equip you for what lies ahead, a world full of opportunities and challenges. In thinking back on my graduation, I left Denver University with a diploma in my hand, kind of barely, way back in that other century, 1970 to be exact. So you can probably imagine, in addition to being honored to share my thoughts with you today, I'm also finding myself somewhat swept up by nostalgia, which usually means I've forgotten all the bad stuff and I'm romancing about the rest. When I set out to prepare my remarks for today, I quickly realized that I needed help recalling all of those fond memories from my time here. So I started talking to my freshman year roommate from Centennial Hall. Yes, I was there too, Bud Carlson. Bud is here today, and I would like to thank him for sharing his thoughts with me about our early days at DU. It's great to be back here with you 35 years later. I also have to tell you, even at the risk of seeming ungrateful, that the greatest single benefit I derived from my time here at DU was not what I learned in the classroom, or my relationships with my professors, or even the overall university experience. Rather, it was the fact that during my senior year, DU introduced me to then junior classwoman Barbara Broadhurst, who is now Barbara Taylor, my wife of the last 31 years. Thank you, Denver University. Now, graduates, having attended several commencement exercises for our own daughters at both the high school and college level, I want you to know that I have learned one lesson very well. This is a day to celebrate. This is a day to reflect. Sadly, this also might be a day to say goodbye to friends, and in most cases, to bid farewell to your college experience. What this day is not is a day for an old guy like me to delay this experience. So my promise to you is that I will be succinct, be brief, and be seated. So, here we go. As you learned from my introduction, I am proud to say that I work for what I think is, and I humbly want to say that humbly, the best company in the world, Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Enterprise is my family's business that was started by my father with 7 cars in 1957. I grew up working part-time for the company, washing and delivering cars, and eventually joined the business in a full-time capacity. Several years after my graduation from DU, I joined the company, and I've been fortunate to serve as the company's president for the last 21 years, a period of time that has seen our business grow from a small regional operation to what is now the largest rental car company in North America with more than $6 billion in annual revenue and 48,000 employees worldwide. Now, I mention Enterprise because the company and my experience with it has taught me many of life's lessons, some of which I'd like to share with you today. So overall, my message to you is really a simple one, and one that addresses a question I am repeatedly asked when people learn of the success of our company. The question is, why? Why has your business, your family, and you been so successful over the years? Now, I try not to take that question personally because I often wonder if the individual asking the question somehow learned about my unspectacular cumulative GPA here at DU. Did I mention how much fun I had here? I bet you did too. I'll admit that, academically speaking, my greatest distinction at DU is probably winning the intramural tennis doubles championship, and I really crammed for that one. Now, I would guess that back in those days, people thought, sure, this guy is really going to go far. Well, things did turn out differently than I thought and those other people thought. So today I want to share some of the tenets and beliefs that have served me and the company well. Hopefully some of my thoughts and experience might help you as you begin that journey into the world of the gainfully employed. First, I want to tell you that although Enterprise has become very successful, my success and the success of the company are not based on technical proficiency or a complicated business model. Remember my GPA? Instead, we derive our success from the careful adherence to a common sense approach. We treat our customers well, we give our employees respect and opportunities to grow, and we know that if we stick to these 2 rules, profits and growth will naturally follow. It's an incredibly simple formula, and thankfully, we have found that it works. It has made a very successful business out of me and brought success to thousands of others who also work at Enterprise. Recently, I had the opportunity to meet and visit with Ross Perot. Now, like him or not, This is a man who knows what it takes to succeed in business and in life. After learning about the success of our business at Enterprise, he looked at me and said, "Andy, you should be a Rhodes Scholar. Only spell it R-O-A-D-S. In other words, he liked our street smarts. I wanted you to hear that story because I know there are a lot of you out there just like me. You are just now standing at the starting line, and that doesn't happen very often. Do not hesitate. Take advantage of it and take strength from your college experience. Whether you already know it or not, your mind has already been well trained to tackle all of the opportunities that will come your way. It is your time. Enjoy it. That brings me to a second thought I want to share with you, and you're going to like this one. You just got to have fun, or it's just not worth the effort. I've always enjoyed my life and my work. I like to have fun, and some say my record here at Denver proves that point. But serious fun, maybe called personal satisfaction, did become clear to me early in life, and I pursued it aggressively. I always admired my father, Jack Taylor, founder of our company. He was a decorated Navy pilot in World War II, spending part of his flying time operating off of the aircraft carrier USS Enterprise, hence the name of our company. This man is a full-fledged member of that group of people we proudly refer to as the greatest generation. After the war, my dad set aside his military accomplishments, returned home, and went to work building a life and a company. He worked very hard at his business and made it a rule early on to always enjoy his customers and associates, making sure that everyone around him was having fun. Even today, after more than 40 years in the business world, when he comes by to talk to employees, the first thing he asks is if they are having fun. I learned from that, and today I still strive to run a business that values hard work, but also rewards people with lots of fun. The point here is that you should do something that makes you happy, that gives you personal satisfaction, and not necessarily the greatest financial return or prestige. There are a million different things you can do with your life. There are a million different opportunities available to you. It only makes sense to pick one that at the end of the day brings you some joy. I tell my teammates at the company, you will have bad days, even a bad week. But if you consistently get up in the morning and do not enjoy going to work at Enterprise, please do something else that works for you because you're not serving yourself or your company well. So here are my words of wisdom. Fun is good. Fun is a necessity. Third, I've always enjoyed my work more and perform better when I'm a member of a dedicated team. I have learned to surround myself with people who share my values and goals. Now I realize you don't always choose who you're going to work with, but you can choose to recognize the fact that none of us can do it alone. I can't, and neither can you. Don't be afraid to work as part of a team. Don't let yourself get caught in the trap of feeling like you have to do it all. And always, always remember that the people around you make your life what it is. I'm so fortunate because I go to work every day knowing that I'm going to be surrounded by some of the most hardworking and dynamic people I know. We have more than 48,000 of them around the world supporting each other, cheering each other on, and helping each other out when things are rough. Our company wouldn't be the success that it is without a culture that treats teamwork as a sacred principle. At our company, there is no room for centrist thinking, mind-controlling managers, or ego theatrics. We work together as a team, and we win together as a team. Next, I think it's important for you to figure out what you do well and to use those talents to make a meaningful contribution in the world. If you understand your strengths and capitalize on them, you'll also find life is a lot simpler because you are doing what comes natural and what makes you feel good at the end of each day. At our company, we focus on what we do well or on those pitches that cross the plate in our sweet spot, so to speak. My father followed this advice better than anyone when he was young. He was never the straight-A student, the teacher's pet, or the valedictorian. In fact, he didn't much like school. Okay, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. But he knew how people wanted to be treated. He had an inherent sense about how to do business that he never learned in a book. He knew his own strengths and weaknesses and built a company around them, and I have tried to do the same. When I left here in 1970, I had no clue on the opportunities that awaited me or how I would respond when given the chance. Does that sound a little familiar for some of you? But I worked to figure it out early, where I could excel, and I figured out how and where I could make my mark on the world. I learned that I could be successful in those areas that brought me great personal satisfaction by being very tenacious. It's okay to know what doesn't work for you. Over the years, we at the company have taken a few missteps but have always learned through them that we can't be all things to all people, and we're okay with that. So stay on target, remember what you do best, and what brings you the most happiness. I guarantee in the end, these things will also bring you great personal satisfaction. Know yourself and know your sweet spot. Finally, don't let anyone, including you, place limits on your success. Could I have imagined in 1970 that I would be back here one day addressing a DU graduating class? Probably not. But I've always been tenacious, and I've never let my setbacks discourage me, and I learned long ago that hard work is half the battle. At the risk of sounding very trite, you only get back what you put in. If you like something, work hard to realize success in that area. If you do, you will feel like $1 million, and often that's more important than earning $1 million. Even if you try and fail, over time your efforts will become habit-forming. You will recover and try again. Contrary to what Hollywood shows us in the movies, big victories are more often than not won by tenacious people taking small steps in the right direction. In addition, you will soon find that life passes more quickly as the years roll by, and I encourage you to get seriously engaged now. Hard work and tenacity will accumulate over time and produce great dividends. And invest early and often in yourself and your goals for the best possible returns. So there you have it. It's very simple, because all I am recommending to you is that you have fun, enjoy achieving with others, do a few things well, and trust that great things are possible if you are tenacious enough to want them. If nothing else, I hope my words inspire some of you to succeed beyond your wildest dreams like me. God willing, 31 years from now, I look forward to reading and hearing about all that you have achieved in life. I'll leave you with these final words. Commencement means beginning. Congratulations on doing what it took to get to the starting line. The rest is up to you. Thanks very much.
Mr. Taylor, thank you for sharing your successes and your words of life's wisdom with us today. The University of Denver grants degrees at the end of each academic term to those students who have completed their respective degree requirements. Formal commencement ceremonies are held twice each year at the close of the spring and summer quarters. Names of students who have qualified for their degrees during the present academic year are listed in the commencement program, along with mention of honors that have been conferred. Audience, we ask that you please remain seated until all degrees have been awarded. In doing so, you will maintain the decorum of this ceremony and extend courtesy to the graduates, to their families, and to their friends. Photography on the arena floor is limited to a professional photographer who will take pictures of each graduate. Proofs will be delivered to graduates within 10 days. The ceremony is also being videotaped by a professional videographer. Orders for videotapes may be placed during the reception following today's ceremony.
I now call on Dr. Sheila Wright, Vice Provost for Undergraduate Studies, to present the candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please rise? Thank you. Chancellor Ritchie, I have the privilege of presenting to you the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees. These candidates have met all requirements of their respective programs and are entitled to receive their diplomas.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Denver, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree and admit you to all of the rights, powers, and privileges thereof. Congratulations.
Those graduates who have been awarded the baccalaureate degrees of their respective colleges and schools will now receive their diplomas. Graduates receiving the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Professional Studies will enter the stage from your right and will be announced by Dr. Barrett of Biological Sciences. Graduates, please proceed according to your marshal's directions. After you have received your diploma, please return to your place and be seated. May I again request the audience to remain seated and refrain from applause until all individuals have received their diplomas. Thank you.
With the degree Bachelor of Arts, William Lewis Kendall, magna cum laude and outstanding senior man. Maram M.S. Abdelhamid. Abby Wick Abley. Ian Archibald Ahern. Dina Naveen Ahmed, cum laude. Shannon Nicole Allen. John Rasmussen Almering. Mujda Naeem Amini. Kari Beth Anderson. James P. Andrews, magna cum laude. Janine Marie Angelo, magna cum laude. Justin Matthew Arnold. Lekan Eonbule. Catherine Marie Bache. Brian Thomas Banka. Anise Megan Batra. Jennifer Nicole Bizans, magna cum laude. Ashley Tellen Brush. Kenneth Stephen Blair. Carly Michelle Dyer. James Henry Langdon Connor. Michelle Lee Kane. Colin B. Blount. Angela Lee Bonagide. Lauren Ann Bukatz. Robert W. Booth. Jessica Marinello Bowman. Rosina Kaur Brar. Jennifer Joyce Briggs. Tyler Arden Brinks. David Jeffrey Brown. Keely Rose Buchanan, magna cum laude. Catherine Ann Buckley. Amit Hiro Bhutani. Annalise Foster Bell. Megan Teresa Crowley. Dennis Allen Birdsall Jr., cum laude. Anders Daman Eisner. Neil Thomas Phippen. Melanie Suzanne Campbell. Catherine Russell Carnes. Yurim Chai. Wan Yi Chang. Kathy Park Choi. Thea Lynn Christensen, magna cum laude. Laura Elizabeth Clark. Sarah Elizabeth Clark. Samantha Ruth Klein. Maria Leslie Coe. Virginia Marie Cole. Rihanna Haru Charbonnel. Amy Beth Colonna. Anne Marie Conniff. Molly Kathleen McKiernan. Jeffrey Ross Cooperman. Catherine Eileen Caroso. Yenchin Chen. Daniel Roy Cammons. Brant C. Campbell. Sasha Getsiova. Hong Thi Kim Dao. Patrick Crispin Davis. Andrea K. Decker. Mariah Colleen Delaney. Lisa Marie DeRosa. Sterling Ray Dill. Christopher D. Dinka. Tracy Elizabeth Doxey. Adrienne Francis Dorband, cum laude. Erica Jean Duarte. William Casey Dunn. Katie Marie Dvorak, magna cum laude. Benjamin Carey Engel. Ashley Bryn Ennis. Jonathan Paul Fast. Victoria Ann Field. Christopher Warren Feeney. Emily Scott Pfeiffer. Laura Patricia Fox. Derek Matthew Gale, cum laude. Jesse Marvin Gallup. Fridolina Esperanza Garcia. Nikki P. Gatsios. Joyce Lacey Gilbert. Romy Elizabeth Gleaves. Greg W. Goodman. Joseph Aaron Yossi Goodman. Alexander Frederick Gordon. Natasha Novikov Goskirk. Courtney Diane Gould, cum laude. Kari Louise Gratz. Brooke Elizabeth Gravely. Michael Howard Grayley, cum laude. Douglas Allen Griebnaw. Robert David Groves, magna cum laude. Amy Marie Gutler, magna cum laude. Christina Renee Guptill. Claudia J. Haber. Jacqueline Nicole Haberkorn, magna cum laude. Jennifer Gail Heiken. Kristen Diane Halley. Sarah Beth Hansen. Francesca Michelle Harper. Erin Jean Harrison. Christopher Mitchell Haugen. Angela Sue Hebden, cum laude. Brie Annalisa Hebner. Lisa Michelle Heiser. William Scott Heitman. Jody Aaron Henderson, magna cum laude. Michaela L. Herring. Benjamin Calloway Hay. Teresa Kanani Higa. Nicole Dawn Hotchkiss. Averill Seaburn Hovey. Erin Lynn Howe. Hillary Lavon Hughes, cum laude. Kelly Faber Hulsey, magna cum laude. Garrett Ray Hurley. Krista Faith Hutaf. Stephanie Elise Iceland. Jared Patrick Ingersoll. Shinta Indrasari. Sarah Elizabeth James. Kimberly Darlene Jarrett. Andy Jenkins. Jamaica Jenkins. Megan Lourdes Jimenez, cum laude. Christia Ray Johnson. Hillary Hawkins Johnson. Chante Nicole Johnson. Whitney Elizabeth Johnson. Rachel Michelle Jacoby. Kevin Patrick Joyce. Ji Yun Kang. James Timothy Carbach, magna cum laude. Sarah Joanne Kay, cum laude. Rianne Lee Cattell. Brooke Lisbeth Cattell. Jasmine Alicia Ketwick. Ryan Paul King. Jillian Marie Polis, magna cum laude. Lisa Amy Klebanoff, magna cum laude. Krista Jane Knapp. Mary Jillian Knapp. Asher Gottesfeld Knight, cum laude. Heather D. Kochevar, magna cum laude. Kurt Matthew Contour. Kristen Kruter. Jacqueline Kritz. Jeremy K. Kenzie. Eleanor Claire Lanning. Nicole Paula Lapotaski. Carl Henrik Larson. Nicole Marie Lechman. Gregory James Lee. Susan June Lyserson. Susan Marie Lemoyne. Caroline B. Leong, magna cum laude. Winslow Lewis III. Owen Danger Lingley. Allison Carey Little, cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Lochtfeld. Matt Ryan Lorenz. Alicia Ann Loring. Ruby Angelina Lucero. Isaac Orion Lynn. Jake T. Mayer. Sarah Bernice Mallory. Ty Margaret. Lindsay Aaron Margolis. Margaret H. Marmaduke. Stuart Douglas Maschmeyer. Tiffany Marie Myers. Micah Marie Matarazzo, cum laude. Orrin Pollock Mattison. Heidi Leah Mayhew, Daniel Thomas McAndrew, Stephen McGrath, Robin Marie Mensendick, Jessica Ann Meyer, Norman Carey Meyer, Julie K. Mildenberger, Sean Glenn Moran, Matthew Lee Morgan, Seth Allen Morgan, magna cum laude, Christine Marie Mueller, Jennifer Ann Mulligan, Kelly Erin Murphy, magna cum laude, Nola K. Murphy, Shanti Na, magna cum laude, Derek Paul Nason, cum laude, Richard Anthony Niehaus, Erin Kathleen O'Grady, cum laude, Jeffrey Paul Ogle, Carrie Elizabeth Olinger, Ryan Michael Oreskovich, Natalie Palan, magna cum laude, Jennifer G. Patton, Catherine Irene Teresa Pollock, Elizabeth Ann Pennington, Laura K. Phillips, Philip Hoyle Platt, Elena Michelle Podolsky, Stephanie Barbara Pollen, Jennifer Catherine Pond, Jonathan Bennett Potter, cum laude, Julie Ann Prestopino, Tomas A. Woodlow, Susan Alain Quinn, Leah Louise Recour, Mariel Sutherland Reed, Matthew Theodore Rice, cum laude, Carly Suzanne Rixam, Rachel Elizabeth Roberts, Sierra Brooke Robinson, magna cum laude, Anthony Michael Ryan, Ashley Adele Seba, Sean Alyssa Samuelson, Catherine Lynn Schmidt, magna cum laude, Chad Edward Shoup, Kenneth James Shockey, Lorena Smalls, Janelle Maria Sowers, magna cum laude, Kyle Matthew Spade, Emily Adrienne Staggs, A. Rebecca Stein, Ethan William Steinberg, Angelica Elizabeth Stockwell, Christopher Robert Strauss, Brett Christopher Stringer, Brooke Marie Standring, Jody Lynn Starkybaum, Kathleen Ann Sullivan, David Evans Toffel, Travis Nathan Taylor, Aderonki A. Taiwo, Michael Tillman Thompson, Kristen Renee Turbovich, cum laude, Joel Villarini, Brian Vines, Samantha Janelle Vizzini, Annette Marie Wadas, Marianne Dickey Trogdon Wigand, Joanna Smith Walker, Carrie Ann Weigel, Alana Margaret Warlop, Robin Smith Weir, Evan Shane Wilson, Christina Elizabeth Weller, Anna Gray Whitsett, J. Edward Wilbers, Catherine Scott Williams, Carolyn Ellen Wilson, Sarah Louise Wakirka, Jeffrey Philip Wolf, magna cum laude, Joel John Womick, Jennifer Karen Woldridge, Natalie Janine Zeman, with the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts, Seiko Agechi, Jessica Dale Axelrod, Todd David Griffith, Dawn Carolyn Houston, Yahweh Michelle Lee, Amanda Gay Lyon, Yumi Nishikubo, Michon Marie Olson, cum laude, Morgan Gabriel Price, magna cum laude, Marissa Elizabeth Schmitz, Scott Jason Sparrow, Amanda Catherine Thomason, and Lisette Floyd Williams. With the degree Bachelor of Music, Jamie Suzanne Askvig, Andrea Marie Bolke, Crystal Marie Demora, Daniel Harley Dillard, cum laude, William Robert Dornfeld, Jr., Thomas Harold Giomi, Yukiko Kimura, Matthew Michael Kingham, magna cum laude, David Curtis Peacock, Benjamin Allen Porter, Robin Anthony Rucho, magna cum laude, David Eric Salzberg, Matthew Willis White, with the Bachelor of Science, Christopher Jonathan Allies, cum laude, Paul Anthony Amon, Brian Michael Bagroski, magna cum laude, Justin Anton Barrett, summa cum laude, Lisa Jean Beckelheimer, magna cum laude, Emily Jean Becker, cum laude, Ning Bell, Senya Marinova Bozova, magna cum laude, Julie Ann Briles, Melissa Marie Bronder, Justin Elliott Karika Baru, Kenneth Bruce Klauser, Kelly Lee Dukes, Bjorn I. Engström, magna cum laude, Eric G. A. Flicht, cum laude, Gretchen Astrid Hahn, Lillian J. Hallstrand, Nelson Huang, Blythe Elizabeth Kappas, Ashley Alpana Rolu Kalap, Richard Christensen, Lucas Stefan Kumosa, Chad Stephen Lane, magna cum laude. Mei Liu. Isaac Orion Lin. Jacob T. Mahar. Shauna Ann Martin. Kevin A. Mello, magna cum laude. Chad Stephen Metcalf. Aditya Kumar Nagrath, cum laude. Sangthan Pham, cum laude. Jillian Marie Polis, magna cum laude. Vivian Joan Sullivan. Selena Ray Silva, magna cum laude. Cassandra Lynn Nielsen. Heather Thomas. Rebecca Ann Hutt. Brendan Estes McNeil. Samuel Tom Rugas. Todd Vincent Greenwood. Cassidy Bree Seidel. Paul Michael Sturtevant. Roy James Rosa. Melanie Viola Ransmeyer. Suzette Monique Rochelle. Mary Megami Saito. Nicole Lynn Tennant. Mitchell Jared Williams, magna cum laude. Christopher Richard Smith. Mark Hai Tai. Christina Marie von Stroh, cum laude. Jeremy Joseph Weltman, magna cum laude. Kunio Takahashi. Amphol Pajontis, magna cum laude. With the Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Michael Gray Duncan. Jason Michael Feldman. Kellyanne Marie Grasmick, magna cum laude. With the Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Chad Wayne Rathbun. With the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Nimish Sunil Agarwal. Sarah M. Andrews Caldwell. Richard Stewart Cox. Jamie Lisa Gordon. Fatima I. Jarkey. Soo Yun Kim. Jody Lynn Nagel. Douglas P. Tom. With the Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Vanessa Ann Rudebush, magna cum laude and outstanding senior woman. Mark Giovanni. Wissam Omar Hushemi, magna cum laude. Dustin Eugene Kraske. Alexander William Nelson. Osgem or Nectican. Michael Allen Savoy. Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Mohammed Musa Al-Bo. Dawood Suleiman Al-Murjan. Andriana Paulette Atkinson. Nicholas James Bishop. Raj Chatterjee, cum laude. Cheryl Danielle Chavez. Bruce Jerome Crosfer. Francesco Dorigo. Sarah Kathleen Easley. Sandra Friend. Anna Hastings McConaughey. Jared Robert Rausch. Carl David Seelander. Clive Sequeira. Sanjeev Tapiwala, cum laude. With the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Trevor Jack Ackerman. Omar Jamal Ahmad. Jennifer Lee Allen, magna cum laude. Sharuk A. Almajel. Haitham H. Alshaya. Raquel Mestas Alvarez. Scott Thomas Ashburn. Brian David Berger. Nathan Wayne Bantaw. Dennis Allen Birdsell Jr., cum laude. Heather Elizabeth Barino, cum laude. Natalie Sarah Aranaga. Robert J. Walchuk Jr. Stephanie Danielle Barthold. Vanessa Lynn Barthold. Katya Batova. Jeffrey Roland Began. Matthew Carter Altman. Nicholas R. Belomo. Graça Bernek. Bernard Beutel, summa cum laude. Gregory Scott Boat, summa cum laude. Casey Lee Brandsma. Brian Curtis Brandy. Robert Thomas Brooks. Andrew David Carpinelli. Michael Paul Seeley, magna cum laude. Fiona N. Chan. Omar Ali Chowdhury. Evan Allen Cohen. Sarah Jean Copland. Mark Kyle Coppage. Kari L. Corneliuson. Colby Draper Cox. Tyler Steele Craig. Nicole Grassweiler. Claire Emily Cretors. Justin R. Dahl. Mohammed Rebhi Dajani. William Wyatt Dawson II. Michelle Gwynn Day. Brian D. Haven. Brandon Dallas Dinan. Jerome Stephen Dobrotsky, Jr. Joy Renee Graham Dodson. Laura Lynn Dombrowski. Edward L. Dowd. Jennifer Ann Ebden. Anna Laura Eford, magna cum laude. Danielle Day Erickson. Jared Alexander Ernst. Pamela Marie Farrell. David Erig Fenninger. Victor Santos Fernandez. Anna Marie Ferrer. Nathan Boyd Ficklin. Eric G.A. Flicht, cum laude. Michelle Danielle Fitzsimmons. John D. Fox. Eric David Frederick. James P. Andrews, magna cum laude. David Edward Gaber. Bernardo Cano Gonzalez. Amy Lara Gottlieb. William Vernon Gunlicks. Jeff Bellar Gillis. Carla Gilbert. James Joseph Glennon. Kimberly Ann Giblin. Tamara Dawn Wells, cum laude. Allison O. Day. Jennifer Ellen Stam. Amy Anil Jetwa. Calvin Gilbert. Brandy Marie Hager. Håkan Andreas Holland. Jason William Harris. Julie Noel Hellwedge, magna cum laude. Abigail Rachel Sarah Henry. Robert Jason Herrera. Michael Robert Hills. Christina Ho Knudsen. Robin Renee Hollenbeck. Christina Louise Howland. Michael David Hulskamp, cum laude. Eric Joseph Huff. Jeremy Barrick Hulsh. Cheryl Lynn Houston. Anya Maria Ivanichko. Michael Irving Johnson. Marin Jean Jontunen. Christopher Lee Kahn. Daiju Kamiya. Allison Rose Keenan. Ashley Elizabeth King. Kurt David King. Matthew Curran Noss. Robert Leonard Nisley, Jr. Carol Jess Kretschmar. Brian R. Kunkel. Willis Cunera Juan. Lee Akitoshi Kuroda. Ryan Christopher Langman. Caroline Maria Lammer. Daryl Yawa Law. Robert Lloyd Lawrence. Allison Marie Lennon. Mary Rose Lemega. Jennifer Sinne Lee. Jeffrey C.Y. Tay. Nadia G. Malik, summa cum laude. Jennifer C. Martinelli. Megan Teresa Crowley. Kirk Hampton Mathis. Kat E. Maurer. Boyd Duffield May. Pocahontas Whitaker McGee. Justin T. McGehee. Christiane Jane McNamara. David Richard Merkel, cum laude. Teresa Marie Mohan. Aaron Joseph Metz, magna cum laude. Amanda Jean Mittelstadt. Thomas Edward Monroe II. Thomas F. Maloney, Jr. Courtney Scott Muehlmeyer. John W. Morgan. Michael J. Milo. Claudia Corina Nanino. Selena Pulelehua Nelson. Slade Walker Nelson. Yongti Wen. Nicole Camille Ortiz. Sean Orion. Mary Margaret O'Neill. Lori Martha Palladino. Nicole Lanai Parmeli, cum laude. Christina Marie Parrott. Reginald Sinclair Polk. Timothy Charles Petritsky. Jordan Ann Piniotes. Marius Pine. Kelly James Papadinitz. Marcella Priuli. Tara Jo Pugh. Andrei Scott Radu. Arlette Raganizzo. Kevin Scott Robinson. Patricia G. Wu. Todd G. Rowan, cum laude. Ashley Adele Seba. Martina Saylor, summa cum laude. Nicole Catherine Salanki. Akira Salatari. Jonathan Peter Scher. Matthew Martin Schmidt. Philip Simon Schoen. Robert Bright Schutz. Zachary Scott Shannon. Jeffrey Hall Sidor. David Michael Sieben. Joshua Samuel Silver. Kristen Marie Simpson. Chad Edward Shoup. Audra A. Slack. Jamie Travis Smithers. Judd Michael Staus. Stephen Go Devils Stone. Dana Bender Smith. Christine Nicole Snyder. Jonathan Noah Sobel. Aaron Lamont Springsteen. Trevor Nandor Stiasny. Jamie Asher Stone. Brian M. Tabor. Katsuhiro Takeichi. Alec Michael Tesarowitz. Jacob Robert Michael Tilley. Mia Lynn Troy. Sarah Paulette Trujillo. Eric C. Tucker IV. Boris Turkic. Jennifer Marie Underwood. Lydia Valley. Rosanna Marissa Van Rossum. Bryn Vassos Moffat. Jared Anthony Visser. Wolf Wallendorf, cum laude. Kelly Lynn Ward. Ted S. Whitney, magna cum laude. Benjamin Neal Williams. Matthew Chapin Wolitarski. Tanya Ray Williams. Christian Sands Whitmer. Melissa Sue Wong. Lisa Kathleen Wood. Yuki Yahata. Eileen Yang. Aaron Joichi Yoshida, cum laude. Liliana Zaragoza. Benjamin Lockwood Zaring. And Lauren Michael Zieger. With the Bachelor of Science in Accounting, Renee Diane Hartman, cum laude. Benjamin Todd Heroda, cum laude. Tara Lynn Martinez. Kenyatta S. Meadows. Dexter Allen Metcalf II, cum laude. Laura Michelle Nee. With the Bachelor of Business Administration, Teresa M. Allarid. Jessica Lee Brownrigg. Laura M. Bruno. Tamara Ann Cooper. Nicole DeGiulio Cutler. Julie Ann French. Catherine Geddes, magna cum laude. Faith E. Gomez. Michaela Kasai Grimes. Terry A. Hartman Lindsay, magna cum laude. Deborah Jean Haynes. Christine Daly Hyatt, magna cum laude. Tanya Elaine Larson. Maria Teresa D. Lipsy. Carol Ann O'Hare. Anna Maria A. Phillips. Ellen May Rogers. Sikatele Nkube Sibanda. Annette I. Thayer, cum laude. From the Women's College, Bachelor of Arts, Cecilia K. Abdu. Pepper Josephine Boyer, magna cum laude. Janice F. Brown. Nancy Elaine Butterfield, magna cum laude. Pamela A. Davidson, magna cum laude. Pamela J. Fields, cum laude. Catherine Ann Goff. Carolyn Louise Harper. Jennifer A. Harris, magna cum laude. Carrie Lindsay Hawks. Janie Lee Janisek, cum laude. Donna Ann Jasenovich, summa cum laude. Lori Jean Johnson, magna cum laude. Jennifer Michelle Kincaid, magna cum laude. Christina Manweller, magna cum laude. Tiffany Louise McCarty. Stacy Elaine McIntosh, magna cum laude. Ada Medina. Angela Karen Noble. Joni Peterson. Angela S. Quast, magna cum laude. Carol Ann Rowlands. Susan K. Schmetzer, magna cum laude. Libby G. Elizabeth Tiarina. And Teresa J. Winslow, magna cum laude. And from University College, Bachelor of Professional Studies, George Joseph Kleekamp.
Again, congratulations.
Well, as you know, the awarding of degrees is complete. And to all of you who have received diplomas here today, we, the university faculty, staff, and administration, also offer our congratulations. We're proud of you. We've been beside you day by day, and we wish you the very best for the future. Mr. Tony Ryan, past president of the AUSA All University Student Association and senior class representative, will present the gift from the class of 2001.
I know we're all excited to get outside and celebrate, so I promise I will be brief in my comments. I want to start off talking about a 20th century French novelist, Marcel Proust. He tried to capture in art what is internal in the soul. He believed that art had the ability to represent a specific and definite moment of event in life, which could be reflected upon at any other moment in time. A part of what you were when you were here will be preserved forever with our senior class gift, a brick walkway with every single student's name engraved in it. Each individual creates our collective body, which, through arts, will capture our time here at DU. And what a fitting location, outside of University Hall, the cornerstone of this campus, built over a century ago. It serves as the beginning and the end of our journeys here at DU. It serves as a beginning over 4 years ago when we began as prospective students going to the admission office. And it ends in these final weeks as we apply for graduation downstairs at the registrar's office. Our gift will serve as a model for classes to follow, with all of us becoming the foundation the school is built on. If you are not part of our class, you will forever view our walkway as an outsider. While fellow graduates, we too now will view our walkway as outsiders, as it represents our time here eternal in the past, preserved in our bricks. We have the opportunity to go out into the world and do as we please. But no matter what happens, we can always come back, reflect, and build from our foundation to create more in the future. To the university, members of the Board of Trustees, and the Chancellor, we, the class of 2001, present our gift to you as a representative of everything that we were here at DU, individually through our names and collectively through our intentions. On behalf of the class of 2001, I'd like to thank every single student and parent who contributed, along with the Office of Undergraduate Studies, Institutional Advancement, the Chancellor, and our anonymous donor who graciously matched every single dollar we raised, dollar for dollar, totaling over $30,000. Together, you lay the foundation for our future. Thank you, and congratulations to all.
There is a little bit of tradition with the tassel that I see some of you have not yet celebrated. Before you graduate, you wear your tassel to the right. Now that you have graduated, move it to the left. Chancellor Ritchie will now address the graduating class of 2001.
First, thank you, Tony, and thank you, class. Those of you who haven't seen your brick in the front of University Hall should definitely go by, because I do believe it'll be the beginning of a probably centuries-long tradition here at DU. There's lots of places along the walks to put bricks in the future. As you embark on all the new beginnings that this day signals, I want to share just a couple of quotes that I think are quite wonderful. The 19th century American evangelist Dwight L. Moody once wrote, "I'll take care of my character. My reputation will take care of itself." Years later, another entrepreneur, Marshall Fields, said, "Always remember the value of time, the success of perseverance, the worth of character, the power of kindness, the influence of example, and the obligation of duty." Congratulations and Godspeed.
At the close of this commencement ceremony, the faculty and administration cordially invite all graduates and their families and friends to a reception that will be held on the lawn at the south entrance of the Ritchie Center. We look forward to visiting with you there. Graduates, once you have exited the arena and returned to the Hamilton Gymnasium, please exit by the west doors and then proceed around the building to join your family and friends at the reception. Now, will the audience please rise and join Mr. Johnson in the singing of the university's alma mater, "The Crimson and the Gold." The lyrics may be found on page 3 in the commencement program. Following the alma mater, the platform party will begin the recessional, during which we request that you remain seated. Thank you.
Upon the plains 'neath mountains height, they built a Denver U. With grateful hearts we all delight in a vision old and new. So let us join with those before the future to unfold. We'll glorify forevermore the crimson and the gold. To spread the light of truth they came, those hardy pioneers. Young men and women bore the flame that enlightens through the years. They sought a world unlike the old, those men and women strong. Near crimson hillsides touched with gold, they found this place ere long.
Please be seated for the recessional.